Okay. So, what's been happening?
Not much. I mean, not much since we last talked.
Hmm.
And I still have, and I watch kind of your YouTube videos with
Hmm.
other people, and
Yeah.
those are helpful. But I think last time I started the meeting with saying that I am talking about death. I went straight into death, and
Hmm.
that's still for some reason I just have this fixation with it and this attachment to the body and its mortality. I can't
Hmm.
seem to shake it.
Well, you can't seem to shake it because you're taking yourself to be the body.
Exactly, and that's why, you know, um, I know death is the end of the body, so it's terrifying because it's the end of what I take myself to be.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So, so, hmm. Are you the thoughts?
No.
Well, it's only the thoughts that are saying, I am the body. Hello? Isn't it?
Yes.
And you just told me you're not the thoughts.
Yeah.
The thoughts that are going on in your mind right now, yeah, they're just
Hmm.
happening. They're just happening. You're taking them personally. You believe the thoughts are about you, the body, that's sitting there. That's what you believe.
How do I know they're not specific to something? To even if it's not a me. I mean, my thoughts are different than your thoughts.
Easy, because they're only a description.
Mhm.
Can the description be the described?
No.
Okay, so you're taking the description to be you. If we've got a police officer and he's sitting there with a pen and a piece of paper and got some victim sitting next to him and the police officer says, okay, describe to me what his face looks like. And she starts describing what the face looks like and he starts to draw and draw and draw and draw and draw. And then eventually he's finished and he goes, is that him? And the person goes, yes, that's him. Is that him?
No.
No, it's a description, right?
Hmm.
But what we do, we take the description to be the actual. You're doing that all day long. Just for example, yeah? Oh, I'm feeling tired today. That's a description, isn't it?
Hmm.
And you're taking that description to be you. Even the, oh, I am feeling tired today, yeah? You're going to have a description on what that I is. Just another description. Tell me what the I is. Here comes the description. You with me?
Hmm.
Yeah? See, look, the reason we get confused right where you are is because there is a life force that is happening right here, right now. And mind is saying, I am that. Remember, a thought is saying, I am that. That life force, that consciousness, that awareness, that beingness. Mind is saying, I am that. And what I'm trying to point out to you is whatever mind is saying about this is false, not true.
How do I know that?
Is the description the described?
No.
So you're taking this life force that's sitting here to be Wahid. That's what's happening. And the only thing that's saying that is the mind.
Yeah.
Is there a life force here? 100%. Is there consciousness? 100%.
I agree. I just don't know if that consciousness, it appears that consciousness is dependent on a body
No,
because
the body's dependent on consciousness.
how, I guess I go back to how do I know? So that those are
Easy,
both two thoughts. So
easy, easy, easy. Every
okay.
night when you get into bed and go to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
you go into a dream state first, yeah? Then you go deeper and deeper until there's not even a dream state. We refer to that as deep sleep, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What body is there then? In that deep sleep state, what body is there? What world is there? What Wahida is there? What's what? Yet, if I walked in the room and you were in that deep sleep state, and I called out your name really loudly, consciousness would awaken first. Then the story of Wahida would come in after that. First thing that would happen is waking. And then the mind would be scrambling, trying to work out what the hell's going on.
But did consciousness go to sleep then
Say
if
that
it
again.
woke up? You said consciousness would wake up first. So did consciousness?
It would be consciousness that would respond. Consciousness is still there, even in deep sleep. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be able to wake you up. All that's happening in deep sleep is what you're experiencing in deep sleep, yeah, is you are no longer conscious of anything. It doesn't mean consciousness is absent. Just because you can't recall anything in deep sleep doesn't equate to the absence of consciousness.
Like I know where the glitch is because I know
Where's the
that.
glitch?
Well,
Where's
I
the
know
glitch?
like when this body dies, I know like 100% Wahida will die. And
No,
it's
no, no.
why?
Wahida can't die.
Well,
Okay, give me your definition of death.
I guess I think of it as death of the body. Like when the body deteriorates, it's no longer,
Okay, so
yeah.
Wahida is the body.
So
Is that what you're saying?
I guess I'm using your term for this identity that false I thought identity Wahida is it's gonna die, and it's because I'm identified with that that it's so
No,
terrifying.
it's not die. It's just thoughts stop. Just
Okay.
like in deep sleep.
Yeah.
But consciousness remains.
I guess what is consciousness then? this thing that remains.
More, more to the point, more to the point, what is Wahida?
Well, like for some reason, like I think you went over the amnesia, and I don't know why that one. Like I don't seem to attach to my name.
Yeah, but you're attached to your history and you're attached to your idea of death.
Yeah, very attached to that. But I think even if I got amnesia, if I could imagine that in my
Mm,
mind,
mm.
I would maybe not have history, but I think I would still feel like a separate person. It
Yeah,
wouldn't be like,
I'm not saying you wouldn't. What
yeah.
I am saying, using that particular pointer, the
Hmm.
amnesia pointer, is Wahida disappears. Gone. 100% gone.
Yeah,
Gone, 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 gone. You
that's
don't
true.
know anything about Wahida anymore. And then I ask the question, okay, now who'd be sitting here? Is this that's sitting here dependent upon a Wahida?
No, no. And
Then
but
if
I'm not
then
attached to the thoughts. Like I can kind of see the thought part. It's the body. There will still be a separate body that will die, and for the rest of its life from the amnesia point to the death. Maybe it'll be kind of a little disoriented, but I still feel like it would feel like the separate thing that's
okay,
helpless.
okay. Your whole story about Wahida and death and so on and so forth would disappear if you experienced amnesia.
You think it would?
100%.
I mean, I know the
100%.
Wahida part would, but I think it would still be aware that
No,
it
no,
would
no.
still feel a separation.
You,
Just wouldn't have a, no?
you're talking from the first person perspective. You're still talking as though there would be a Wahida there in the absence of Wahida. Your
For
question,
some reason, the amnesia thought doesn't terrify me, right? The thought of losing myself to amnesia doesn't terrify me.
but this self that you're
Mhm,
not terrified of losing, yeah,
mhm.
is all covered up or cloaked in this fear of death as well. Just imagine, okay? Let's say, I don't know, you were the female president of the United States with all of the responsibilities that that takes and all of the seeming personal effort it took you over a lifetime to become president. All the sacrifices that you would have had to have made, and blah, blah. Like, can you imagine the story, right? Yeah. And then amnesia is experienced. Would there be any anxiety, fear, stress, any of those sorts of things there if amnesia happened? Your only concern would be, oh, I can't recall who I am. That's it. Would you still be identifying with the body at that point? Yes. There'd still be identification going on with the body. Yeah. Would you still seemingly experience separation? Yes. Yes. But Wahida and the whole backstory of Wahida being a president, gone. Let's take another example. You were traumatized as a child, whatever the trauma is. Okay? You were traumatized as a child, really, really badly traumatized. You've never been able to shake it. Up to this point, being an adult, you still carry the trauma in the body. Yeah? Thoughts will come up, you'll start re-experiencing it again, and all sorts of feelings going on in the body, even though it might have happened 40 years ago. Yeah? And then we create amnesia. What do you think would happen to the trauma? What do you think would happen to the feelings associated with that trauma? What do you think would happen with the bodily sensations attached to that trauma? What do you think would happen?
Be there.
They'd be gone.
Yeah.
100% gone.
Amnesia
Not,
sounded kind of good right now.
yeah, but the only reason I use that amnesia pointer is to come to understand what you're not. Not what you are yet, but it's a sharp pointer. Because if I can demonstrate to you that we can make you, the seeming personal character, disappear, completely gone, and then something remains, because the character believes this is my consciousness, this is my body, this is my awareness, like it's claiming ownership of it or something. And my consciousness is different to your consciousness, and the story says that, right? So you're still taking the story to be true.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. But the part that you're missing is,
Mm-hmm.
see, this aliveness that you're experiencing right now, this consciousness that you're experiencing right now, yeah, that's what we're here searching for.
Very frustrating.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, really, because you are already here, and I use the amnesia pointer to show that. That's why I say, if we created amnesia, something remains. You with me? Yeah. So for you, at the moment, there's still a strong identification with the body.